Hello, hello! Today we're going to talk about branding. So as you can see, I have one of my Scentsy shirts on. This is one I got from American Hero Clothing, who is an authorized Scentsy vendor. And it says, all I want for Christmas is Scentsy. And then it's got these bars and the consultant logo at the bottom. I have a ton of Scentsy shirts. And here is why. The more we can make people talk to us, come to us, the easier our jobs are. If we are the walking billboards for our Scentsy businesses and people see it and notice, it makes our jobs easier. So there's a couple things I'm going to touch on about branding today, and then you guys are going to have your assignment. Like I said, if people say, if I'm wearing this shirt and I'm at the store and people are like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, what's Scentsy? It gives me the opportunity to share with them what Scentsy is. And then I better have my catalogs, business cards, or something like that on me so I can give it to them. Or I could get their info, right? A good trick is to say, oh, you know what? I'd love to share with you some of our new products. Let me get your info or find me on Facebook and just do it right there, right? And you can even say something like, I do a monthly drawing on my VIP page if you'd like to be added to it or something like that. The third thing is you're going to run into people who know what Scentsy is, but don't have a consultant. So if they can go, oh my gosh, do you sell Scentsy? My consultant moved, quit doing it, whatever. Again, you're a walking, talking billboard for yourself. So you should also have your car branded. You'd be surprised on how many people will notice and just get your number right off your car. There's car decals in the Success store. There's gear in the Success store. Or there's some authorized vendors like Michelle with American Hero who you can get some gear. Michelle also does every once in a while, like flash sales. She'll do, like 24-hour specials where you can get t-shirts for $12, really affordable ways to let everyone know that you're a Scentsy consultant. Does your social media, does your Facebook profile reflect that you're a Scentsy consultant? And I don't mean it has to be pictures of our products. In fact, we're going to get into that aspect of branding in a minute. But does it say somewhere on your About section that you are a Scentsy consultant and have your link? Does it say, are you making posts so that your friends would know that you are a Scentsy consultant? If someone doesn't realize that you're a Scentsy consultant, you are not doing a great job at branding yourself and getting your name out there and making yourself available, right? Showing others that they can come to you for Scentsy. So make sure it's on there somewhere. And I'll get into the other part about branding, personal branding in a minute here. But those are just a few ways to brand yourself. So if you're new or you're starting out and you don't have a lot of money to invest in clothing and car decals and things like that, you can always label your bars. So here's a label that I made in Avery.com, and we have a shared Avery account. If you need login info for that, let me know, and you could change this. I'd ask you to save it as a copy and then change it to your info. But it just says running low, let me know, and then my name, my phone number, my website, and my email address. And that goes on the inside of all the bars. So that if someone ends up with a bar of mine, and they don't know where to go to get more product, they can just look right there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Funny story. When I first joined, my mom she bought me a warmer for Christmas, and then she used to buy 6 packs of bars and split them up between herself, my sister, and I. And so I had no idea I didn't even know what it was called. When I ran out of cubes, I had to call my mom and say, hey mom, I ran out of cubes. Can you get me some more of those? Like, I had no idea about that. I could have just gone online and found a consultant and ordered my own. I had no idea. But if it would have been on the bars, well, granted, she was splitting up the bars. So who knows, right? But in theory, that's just an example. If someone gets your bar from say a friend of theirs who's a customer, your customer has a friend, gifts a bar they gave from you to their friend uses the bar, runs out of it, she doesn't know where to get more. If your label is on the inside of that bar, she's going to know to go to your website or give you a call or a text or whatever, right? So make sure that those bars are labeled, all your products. Your products where you throw the packaging away right away, like a car bar, scent circle, something like that. I like to use a little reusable stamp because it's cheaper, so you can buy those reusable stamps from Vistaprint or Staples or whatever. They put all your info on them, and then you just, it's like a self-inking stamp, because chances are they're gonna rip the packaging off and throw it away right away. So they might not keep it, but you're still making an attempt to get your name out there. Okay, especially this time of year when people are getting things for gifts, they might not know where to get more. So get your info on all of the product. These labels, oh, I thought this was my open one. That's okay. Oh, here's my open ones. These labels I did in Vistaprint too. They are a little bit more expensive. They're round labels, but they come on a roll. They just have my name, phone number, email address, website, and my face. So that the more people see my face, the more they're going to know that I'm their Scentsy girl. It's weird putting your face on everything, and I get sick of seeing my face. But I want other people to know where to come for Scentsy, okay, and recognize me. Recognize me as their Scentsy girl. That's why realtors put their faces on everything too, right? So here's another affordable, these stickers you can put on your bars, put them on your catalogs, whatever. And they're kind of fun and catchy. Another reason I ordered these was just for, like, as you can see, I've got 2 big rolls of them. It just makes it, like, faster than printing these out all the time. But these work great too. Any sort of labels are awesome. Business cards. I got these business cards from Vistaprint. Vistaprint has partnership with Scentsy, so if you go to the Scentsy Success Store, it'll take you right to Vistaprint where you can get a whole bunch of things. Scentsy pre-marketed things, put your picture, put your info, and they're ready to go. Magnets are good because people are less likely to throw away magnets. People are also less likely to throw away things with a picture on them. So, if yours doesn't have a picture on it, they might just throw it away. But put your picture on it, put it on the fridge. Another funny story about this, I used to teach Sunday school, K through 2nd grade, and there was this little boy in there, and he was like, "Hey, you're on my mom's fridge." And I'm like, "Oh, I am? Your mom must have got Scentsy from me at some point." So, it works. People keep it, okay? Get it out there, get it on the fridge. The magnets are a little bit more expensive, but again, people are going to keep it. It's a business investment so that you continue to build and grow your business. And this is the kind of thing where it's like, yes, keep track of all that so you can write it off at the end of the year. And these are the kind of business investments that you are making now so that your PRV grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. Do you like my messy floor here? It must be November or something like that. I've got boxes behind me, orders to go out. Okay. These I also did in Vistaprint, and this says my info again on this side. This side has, trust me, you're going to love this, and a little spot for you to put one of the rub and smell stickers. These are the old ones. I just got new ones. Where are they? I think they're down there ready to go. But, then you just pop off a rub and smell sticker here. These are super cheap in the Scentsy Success Store. Put it there, and you've got a nice little sample. I did these so that, there are lots of customers of mine who I know have a magnet business card. So when they're getting, when I'm filling their orders, I can just put something like this so I'm not giving just a ton of these out. When I do new ones of these, I still give them to my repeat customers if I get a new picture or a new color or whatever, because they might want to freshen up their fridge magnet. So these are great. You can also use these to mail out too, right? They're going to be cheaper and cheaper than making wax samples, but it's still giving them the opportunity to smell something. So those are some really easy, affordable ways to brand yourself. This was a thing that I did. I haven't done this too much, but I made these in the Scentsy, or in Vistaprint 2 from Scentsy, and it says, I spy with my little eye, ... a car bar. So anytime I see a car bar on a car, I'll put this on there with a new car bar or scent circle, and it just says, you're receiving this gift because I spotted a car bar or scent circle in your window. If you have a consultant, simply enjoy this gift. If you are looking for a consultant, I would love to be your Scentsy girl. No one likes a smelly car or house. And then my info. And so then I keep a few car bars and scent circles and a few of these in my mobile office, which we'll talk about in a couple days. Basically just in my car, ready to go out, so that if I see somebody with that, I always get excited when I see car bars or scent circles, right? At the grocery store in the parking lot, I'm like, oh my gosh! If they have a consultant, I'm not looking to steal them, but I am excited that they're using Scentsy products, so why not give them a gift? And perhaps they don't have a consultant anymore. Perhaps their consultant has stopped, or whatever. So anyway, that's other really little, easy, cheap branding ideas. So another thing, gosh, the Success Store has so much, like my purse. But you can always, if you're just getting started, wear some purple. A Scentsy color is purple, right? So if you're out and you're wearing a purple shirt and somebody compliments you and they say, I like your purple shirt, you could say, you know what? Purple's my favorite color because of Scentsy. And then that gives you an in to talk about Scentsy. So even if it doesn't say it on it, right? You might have the opportunity to talk about it in some sort of way. Or our team shirts that we had done. Oh, what's Team Birds of a Feather? Oh, that's my Scentsy team. Da, 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 da. Okay? The other thing we want to be sure that we touch on is personal branding. So there's Scentsy as a brand. It's the logo, it's the bar shape, it's all this, right? There's Scentsy as a brand. And then there's you as a brand. And what is going to set you apart from another consultant, what is going to make customers choose you as their Scentsy consultant, is your personal brand. And the more you can kind of maximize your you-ness and your personal brand, the more people are going to be attracted to shopping from you as your authentic self. So one of Scentsy's core values is authenticity, right? One of them is also simplicity, which both of these things are really authentic and simple, and is what makes it one of my most favorite parts about Scentsy, and what makes it one of my most favorite things is that it can help you actually become more you, which is so beautiful, because I think in this world, a lot of us get stuck trying to be somebody else, or trying to fit a certain mold of what we think this type of person should look like. This type of consultant should dress like this, wear these clothes, drive this car, all of these things. Scentsy doesn't do that. Scentsy's like, you be you. You wear what you want to wear. You wear sweatshirts, you wear leggings, you wear dress up clothes, whatever you want to wear. You drive whatever you want to drive. We'll pay you. We're not going to get you a car. We'll pay you, and you can drive whatever you choose to drive. And you go be you, be the best, biggest, brightest version of you. And that's going to get you more customers. So let me try to give a few examples of this, because it can be a little bit strange to grasp. But if we're talking about social media, like I said before, on your social media site, does it do you share that you're a Scentsy consultant? Do you share what you love about Scentsy? Do you share why you do Scentsy? Do you share how you use the products and how they change your life? Are you sharing what you're doing in your personal life? Are you sharing your family so that they can get to know you? Are you sharing how Scentsy makes a difference in your family? All of these kind of things, right? Play into your personal brand. As you meet customers through parties, through friends, things like that, and you grow your Facebook friend list, are they getting a picture of who you are as their Scentsy consultant? So last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I did brick hands. It's not something I would recommend. I should have gone back and shared it, but I taped bricks to my hands and did a little challenge thing that was like, once I sell 10 bricks, which is $200 or a party, I will get these bricks freed from my hands. But until then, these bricks are taped to my hands. It wasn't the brightest when I had to go to the bathroom. It got a little bit difficult, but it was something that kind of got people's attention, right? They're like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Let's get the bricks off her hands. And I took pictures. I took a funny picture of me like, oh no, I have to go to the bathroom with these bricks on my hands. Things like that, right? I sing those songs that I write and they're bad. Usually I actually have a brick one. I'm surprised one hasn't come to me yet. These songs, if you haven't heard them, they kind of just come to me. I kind of just write them in my head, and they're usually like a song, a popular song, that I change to have some Scentsy lyrics in them. So, I don't know, someone was like, you're like the Weird Al Yankovic of Scentsy songs, okay? So customers kind of know me as someone who puts themselves out there, isn't afraid to, like, I have a horrible singing voice, so I think that's kind of what makes it funny. Sing this song about Scentsy, put it on Facebook, laugh, giggle with these other people, right? Like, that's all part of the Ariel as my Scentsy consultant brand. And it's just me being me and not being afraid to show me and what comes into my brain and share it with the world. It embarrasses some of my family, I think, but also they still love me and they know me, and that's how I really am. I'm not trying to be somebody else, right? Like, if I was getting on there in my, I don't even know, I can't think of an example, and wasn't being authentic and true to myself, right? That would shine through too, and would probably be a little bit of a magnet in the opposite way, like a repulsion, right? Because it wasn't really me and who I am. Does that make sense? Like, and I run a lot, and I share about how I run a lot, and I share pictures of me on top of mountains, and people know me as like a Scentsy consultant who runs a lot too, right? So does that make sense? It's all like part of the personal brand who is just me. Like, it's not hard to be your own personal brand. It's just realizing that is what's going to gain the most traction and attention for you as a team builder and a consultant. Because if I tried to be like Nicole Larson or Maria Barnes or Haley Lemire, and I took, Haley does a great job of this, Nicole does a great job of this, Maria does a great job. All of your leaders, you guys can look to for excellent examples of being their own brand. And that's part of the reason why they are where they are now, is because of that courage to share their real selves and Scentsy in their lives and create their personal brand with everyone on social media and off social media too. But specifically, this is where we can kind of see it, right? So it's that courage versus if I'm like, see a post that Haley does and just share it, or see a post that Haley does with Avery and I try to go like recreate it with Elliot, it's not going to have the same effect because it's not authentic, right? That's not what we do. But if I go and do a post with Elliot, that's Elliot being Elliot and me being me, that's authentic. And that's part of our brand. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. And I want you guys to all kind of embrace that and realize that I realize it takes a tremendous amount of courage to put yourself out there. Like, there were times, okay, especially when I was first starting, it's a little bit better now, that I would have one of my Scentsy songs come to my head and I would record it and sing it, record it, and post it and put my phone away and be like, okay, I'm not going to look at that for the rest of the day because it's out there now and what's going to happen, you know? And then what happened was people thought it was funny. People thought it was, you know, they thought it was great. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, then the response was good, right? Or I might share a post like I shared, when did I share that? Friday? About kind of, you know, how I've been doing this for 13 years and just had my biggest check, but it's been, you know, it wasn't like, it took me a while. Like, I didn't get in early. I've stayed late. I've been with the business for a very long time, working it, learning it, growing, failing, getting back up, etc. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to hit. I don't know how this is going to go over with people. But you push post and then you're like, okay. And almost always when you share your heart and you're really you and you share the impact and you share why you love it and you share the results you've seen, it's almost always positive. And if you do get people who are pushing back on you and being negative, let's talk. You probably don't need them in your life. I'm not going to just make a blanket statement of that, but you can always reach out to me because I do get that it's scary to show yourself. And I promise you that showing yourself and being yourself is going to get you the best results and the best business growth. And that's where this is not only a fun company that you can make money doing. This is a company where you will grow professionally and get skills that you can use in other areas of your life. And you will grow personally. You'll be more confident in your skin and you will learn more about yourself and learn more about how you work. Even if you are introverted and shy and you are like, I cannot put myself out there. I promise you, if you take a picture and you say, I am introverted and shy and gosh, it's hard for me to put myself out there, and whatever else you want to say, people are going to love that because that's you being you. Oh, shoot, I forgot I have a meeting with my friend right now. Okay, last thing, your homework, I went off. I'm so sorry. Your homework is to brand yourself, okay? Put on some Scentsy gear or something like that and post it in the comments. Or show us your labels, make some labels. How are you going to brand yourself? And if you don't have anything, show us an authentic post that you do. Grow your personal brand, or show us your Facebook profile and what you have to say about Scentsy, or make a post about what Scentsy's meant in your life and how you're creating your personal brand. Don't say that in your post, but then take a picture of it and show us in the comments. So we want to see you branded, either Scentsy branded or you branded, in the comments for your homework. Okay. Can't wait to see it. You guys are awesome and beautiful and amazing. Bye.